The first board I would like to present to you is the board project management, which I will find in this board collection and here in this board group. So, of course, at the top you see here the members of this particular project, and then we have created several lists for several things. So, starting from the left, we have a list for basic project information, like maybe a basic timeline, the stakeholders. So everybody, that comes new into the project can easily have a look at those. And also the weekly updates where people, or let's say the responsible person for this, writes what's going on, just so everybody can can have a look what is actually now going on a higher level, of course, because on the micro level you can see that because there are all cards here with some tasks and other things that are going on, and if you're interested in any detail, you can go in any card. Then of course you should also use in a board so-called board info, where you could, where you see who is responsible for this project, you see if it's available, estimated budget, maybe where the project started, when it ends, and some kind of a description. And here you see some generated information like how many cards, how many members, and when the board started and stuff like that. So it's also a nice way to keep everybody informed. Then we have a list here for open questions. So if you have a question that maybe should be answered during the next meeting, or maybe somebody knows the answer, that it could be answered here, and everybody can see that it's what the question was and what the answers are. So you see already now KanBo is providing a lot of transparency and a single point of truth, so everybody can have access to all of the information, and we have all the same information, not only about questions and knowledge, but also about the state. So these are the next lists here, like a to-do list doing and maybe an approval list where things wait for some kind of a approval until they can be moved to done. Some things can be just moved to done just like that, because they don't require any approval. And what's also very helpful and maybe not clear at every moment is that you should prepare the board well for all people that you would like to participate, and for that, an extra effort which I recommend is to use the information here that where you describe what each list stands for, and what cards are there, and why they should be created, when they should be created, and so on. This helps a lot. But of course, you have to go there and fill it out with some valuable content. You can also here use the URL, so the URL, the links. If you, let's say, have somewhere else, maybe in your SharePoint or whatever, a more description about what should happen if a card lands here or lands here, then you could attach a link here as well. And another thing that is also very helpful is to create views, which is a concept that we introduced last year. So here you see all the views available for that board, and obviously we have the first view, which is the default, because always the first one is the default, and then but we have also something like by team. So when I switch to this, you see the cards by team, but actually it's by label. So when we go back, we could see that to all items that we see as work. So everything that has an icon here in the list will be considered by KanBo as work. Everything that has a empty circle is considered only information. Why do we make this distinguishment? Because things that are information cannot be late, for example, or there will be no reminders because these things do not represent work, they're just information. And everything that is in a list that has an icon will be represented, will be interpreted by KanBo as work. So again, we have created a view which is called by team, and here we are just we are seeing that they're grouped by label, so you can easily see which team has how much load. And what's also very nice to see is that in any view, KanBo collects information of all cards and their state of accomplishment, and then it calculates the percentage of progress. So in this list, which is representing the marketing team, you can see that 25% of the workload is finished. In this list, 33. It is that way because they have accomplished one card out of 4. But if they are to-do items, they will also be considered as work. And another view, for example, let's say I am in marketing, would be just displaying cards that are to be done by marketing. Here you see we have a filter which says show me all cards that are not completed, which are either in to-do or doing, and are from the label marketing team. So I can, in the view, I can save filters and groupings and also some other settings, like for example, a timeline, which I can enable or disable. And let's say if in this view I would like to see the timeline, then I can just easily click here on save, and then it will preserve this change for the next time when I open the view. Another view type is a calendar view, which obviously shows you all cards that have dates on a calendar, which has several options like a week view or a list view. And you can also drag and drop cards on this view to change the dates. And we have also a chat, which can be used to have an overall discussion about the project. Maybe that doesn't regard any particular card. They could go here, and it is a threaded discussion. All right. So last thing that I would like to tell you about in this board is that we have also a concept of blocks, where you see this card is marked red, and when I open it, you will see that it has one issue, and the card is blocked, and the block type is human resource. And you see that the reason is one of the main engineers has left the company and we cannot find a replacement. It was created by me a day ago, and that's something that is also visible when you are on the board collection level. So you see here there's one block. If you click on that, you would see that block and which card is blocked. And the blocks can be set and modified here in the settings of the board. So blocker types, and here you see we have defined one block type of human resource. Here we are also able to write. To describe what the block is all about, and you see right now we have one of these block in the board. The blocks can also be defined on an enterprise level, so on the level of for all boards, and this is done here. When here you can define global and on-demand blocker types. But the blocker types, there will be a dedicated video on that, because this is a very powerful risk management concept. Okay, so that's it for now for the project management.